Okay, new winter project, 1978 or 79 Vespa P200E. The first thing to do is really make some room in my shop. Okay, so this is with the engine cover off. It's on the right side of the bike. Now, I'm gonna take, say hello, Karen. So, the carburetor, I'm guessing that right there is an air box. So a carburetor is underneath it. I'm probably gonna need to drain the carburetor. Maybe take it off. Or maybe there's a way to get to the jets without taking it off. I need to do some research. Paint me like one of your French girls. Hey, little girl. That's a good kitty. She likes the moped. She about fell off just then. And I also need to find the gas line coming from the gas tank, which is under the seat. Yeah, see if we can drain the gas out of the tank and also drain the gas out of the carburetor. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. And as I take these parts off and put them back on, I will be cleaning them, so it won't go back together as dirty as it is. And really, it's not in bad shape to be from the 70s. You know, it's just been sitting for a year in a garage, so it's a little dusty. But we're going to address that. Rainbird. It's a fitting for a sprinkler system. So, you pull the cover off of the carburetor. Let me help get you a better shot. Sorry, I'm not paying attention at all. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. That screw right on top, I am guessing is idle adjustment, or it could be that one, I don't know. But that shouldn't need to be messed with. Really what I'm looking for is fuel in. And I think that back there is fuel in. I'm quite sure. It's in the furthest place possible. Okay. Del Lorda. Made in Italy. Italia. Yikes. Okay. I'm going to see if I can, I don't want to remove the air filter. I wonder if I need to get underneath this thing. good? You with me? Sorry about that. Kicked you right in the face. Okay, so the cover is off. So basically, the cover went on like that. When it came off like that. My fuel line, I can't get to it from the bottom, but that's it. Let me get the light. There. That's it coming through. So if I can get it off, of the carburetor back there and pull it through and angle it down into a catch pan, I'll be able to drain. I should be able to turn the fuel on and let the tank drain. Now, of course, it's full, so I may make a mess, but you know. Okay. Theoretically, I had to take that air boot off. Theoretically, it's aimed down there. There it is, hanging out. Theoretically, I should be able to turn the gas on and it will begin to flow. Okay, turning gas on. I think I am. Okay, that's in the on position. Nothing's happening. Okay, so I have an idea. So the fuel line is disconnected. The fuel is on, but we just get this light trickle, which it makes sense. As the fuel line makes like a loop, you know what I mean? Then it ain't gonna be a constant flow. So I'm about to turn my air compressor on. I've cleaned off that so I ain't knocking dirt in the gas tank. And I'm gonna see if I can, I know I ain't gonna get a perfect fit, but I'm gonna see if I can like basically pressurize the gas tank a little bit to blow. Once it gets a full stream flowing, I think it'll pick up. So we're gonna give it a whirl. So there'll be some noise, so just hang tight. That was a bad idea. It basically just blew gas up all over me. Okay, so I don't have a good solution for draining the fuel tank. I'm just gonna let it drain like this. And in the meantime, I'm going to, I did some research and I'm going to remove this air cleaner. That screw and that screw. And that will allow me access to the jets. From what I understand, I haven't seen anything kind of designed like this, but hey, if it works, I mean, they've been using it since the 50s. So I guess let me learn something. So now that that's off, I have access to, excuse the noise, that's page crafting. So, and that, obviously those look like jets. That would be idle jet, I'm guessing, and pilot jet. So I'm gonna remove those and make sure all their little orifices are clean. Okay, so here's how the jets look. That would be main jet, I'm guessing, the bigger one, we'll call it. And the good news is that it looks like it's very clean. You can see the hole on the other side is very small. But anyway, I can see daylight through it, so that's good news. I'm gonna run some carburetor cleaner and maybe a tiny little wire through them to make sure that they are nice and clean. This bike has oil injection. Whoop, about fell over. That's what that hose is. And see there's a big air bubble right there. I'm gonna do my best to kind of purge it. And the first little bit of gas I'm gonna run through this, I'm gonna run premix, the same premix I use for my dirt bike. It's good quality Maxima 2-stroke oil. Some of these bikes did not have the oil injection. Some did. The ones that did not have the oil injection ask you to run a 50-to-1 ratio. I run 40-to-1 in my bike, so it's a little bit richer. But I would rather be safe. I would rather be safe and over lubricate it, even if it fouls a spark plug, than potentially scar the sidewalls of the cylinder. So the first, and when I say little bit, I mean the first tiny little bit of gas that I put in this thing to fire it up is going to be premix, and I'm going to drop some premix directly into the cylinder, and then once it gets running, I'll top it off with fresh high octane, good quality fuel. Okay, those are two clean jets. Okay, so the gas tank is almost drained. Basically, it drained with the petcock on its regular on setting, so it only drained to a point. You're supposed to, like, basically it runs out of gas when you have 2 liters left or some stupid metric number, and then you flip the reserve on the petcock and you get another, whatever, 20 miles or something like that. So, but when I've turned it to reserve, it was gummed up. It basically stopped. I mean, look at what's coming out of this gas tank. Pretty raunchy. But it was stopped up, so I put my compressed air on that. Where's it at? Right there. And just a quick flash of compressed air, and it blew gasoline straight to the ceiling, but then started flowing. So now our gas tank is clean, or excuse me, it's not clean. Let me quickly retract that statement. Our gas tank is about empty. If I can stuff both of these, if you can see, it is disgusting in there. It badly, if I can make my camera focus, there we go. It needs some TLC. So I think I have a good plan to do that. I'm not going to do it tonight. Golly, it's in bad shape. What I am going to do, though, is I think I can get this gas tank out. Focus, camera, for crying out loud. So I was under the impression that it didn't look like this tank could come out. It looked like it was like pressed on, but I think if I undo these bolts, just take the seat off, take the seat completely off, take this back rack off, the gas tank, I think, will lift straight out. I think it will. Let's find out, actually.